General Hospital spoilers. Valentin's unexpected Steinmauer visitor. Nathan swings by? General Hospital has never been shy about resurrecting the past, especially when the past refuses to stay buried. From Cassadine Laboratories to WSB ghost facilities, it seems like the dead never quite stay that way in Port Charles. But now, a chilling whisper from Europe has ignited speculation that fans never thought they'd hear again. Nathan West may not be as gone as everyone believed. Recent GH spoilers hint that Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, will face a shocking visitor while held at Steinmauer prison, the same institution that once housed some of the world's most dangerous minds. Valentin, still trying to rebuild from his shattered empire and his fractured bond with Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, might be blindsided by a ghost from Port Charles history. But is this just another hallucination? Or could Nathan West, the beloved detective, Max's lost love, and Lisa Lebrecht's, Kathleen Gatty, son, really be alive? Let's dive deep into what could be one of the most mind-blowing twists General Hospital has pulled off in years. After his capture and sentencing, Valentin's world shrank to the icy grey walls of Steinmauer, a facility known not only for its isolation but also for its deep ties to the WSB and some secret experiments connected to the Cassadine family. The man once feared across continents is now just another number, his only company the haunting echoes of his choices. Insiders reveal that in upcoming episodes, Valentin begins receiving mysterious messages slipped under his cell door, written in perfect English, with cryptic phrases that only a handful of people could know. One of the first messages reads, "Maxie doesn't cry anymore, but Liesel still sings." Valentin is rattled. The handwriting seems oddly familiar, and the reference to Lisa Lebrecht chills him to his core. Could this be a taunt? A trick from the WSB? Or is someone closer, someone from his dark past, playing with him? When a guard mutters something about the American in cell 47, Valentin's instincts go into overdrive. And when the door opens and the figure steps into the dim light, a tall man with piercing blue eyes and a hesitant smile, Valentin nearly collapses. It's Nathan West. Or someone who looks exactly like him. Nathan West, played by Ryan Peavy, was one of Port Charles' most heroic souls, a detective, a loyal friend, a devoted husband, and the son Lisa Lebrecht loved more than anyone. His tragic death in 2018, shot by his own half-brother Peter August, devastated Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, and left a hole in the show that fans have never truly filled. For years, rumors swirled that Nathan could return, especially with GH's history of faking deaths, Cassadine schemes, and WSB manipulation. Now, Valentin's imprisonment in Steinmauer opens the perfect door for such a twist. According to behind-the-scenes buzz, Valentin will spend several episodes questioning his sanity as this Nathan begins visiting him under mysterious circumstances. Sometimes he speaks in riddles. Other times, he shares memories only Nathan would know, about Max's smile, about James's birth, about Abrecht's lullabies. It's unsettling. Valentin doesn't know whether to believe his eyes or assume that his guilt, combined with the psychological games the prison is known for, has driven him mad. But when this supposed Nathan reveals information about a Cassadine contingency program called Project Alios, things take a dangerous turn. Leave it to the Cassadines to dabble in something as audacious as resurrection science. Project Alios, as Valentin learns, was an experimental operation created decades ago by Mikos Cassadine and later revived by Victor. The concept was chilling, preserving near-dead subjects in a medically induced stasis until the technology existed to revive them fully. Nathan's supposed return suddenly fits the pattern. Lisa Lebrecht, being a brilliant doctor with access to advanced WSB medical technology, could easily have been involved in something like this. Could Liesel have faked Nathan's death? Could she have placed him under WSB supervision, in deep cryogenic stasis, to protect him from Peter August's reach? The theory gains strength when Valentin recalls hearing Liesel once mention that sometimes the only way to save someone is to let the world think they are gone. Valentin's mind spirals as Nathan begins pressing him for information. The supposed resurrected detective demands to know what Valentin knows about Anna's files on Alios. He speaks with conviction, his moral compass intact, the same way Nathan always did. But Valentin can't shake the fear that is being manipulated. Could this be an impostor created by Victor Cassadine or even Faison's remnants? After all, Steinmauer has been linked to Caesar Faison's last project, one Valentin recently learned about through cryptic WSB notes left behind. The emotional weight of the scenes between Valentin and Nathan is said to be staggering. Valentin, broken, isolated, and haunted, is forced to confront his guilt about the Cassadine legacy while being tempted by the hope of redemption. Nathan, on the other hand, seems to embody everything Valentin has lost: honor, loyalty, and love. Their dynamic mirrors a tragic chess game, Valentin trying to determine whether the man before him is real or a pawn in someone else's cruel game back home. Maxie begins feeling strange déjà vu moments. She hears a familiar melody, a lullaby Liesl used to hum for Nathan, playing faintly on a radio in the park. Then James starts having recurring dreams of Daddy smiling, saying he's not cold anymore. Maxie brushes it off as coincidence at first, but when Liesl receives an encrypted message from a European number reading, "Your boy remembers the light," her world stops. She rushes to Anna Devane, demanding to know if the WSB ever recovered anything from Steinmauer tied to Project Helios. Anna's reaction, stunned silence, tells Maxie everything she needs to know. The dynamic between Anna and Liesl has always been volatile, swinging between rivalry and reluctant cooperation. But when faced with the possibility that Nathan is alive, the two women join forces in an uneasy truce. Anna, plagued by her own regrets and guilt over Peter's crimes, feels an obligation to help Liesl uncover the truth. Together, they dig through WSB archives and discover shocking details. Project Helios was not shut down after Victor Cassadine's death. Instead, it was transferred under a shadow entity known as Division X, funded by Cassadine offshore accounts and approved under the codename Operation Renewal. The files indicate one successful subject revival, designated H-47. Liesl's blood runs cold. Valentin's cell number? 46. Nathan West could be H-47. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, having returned to the WSB to repay a debt to Anna and to unravel the truth behind Faison's legacy, becomes entangled in the investigation. When Anna shares her findings, Jason offers his assistance, but with a warning. If Faison's tech brought back Nathan, there's no way it didn't corrupt him. Jason's statement hints at the chilling possibility that Nathan might not be entirely Nathan. Could he be a cloned replica or a hybrid reconstruction with elements of Faison's DNA? GH has flirted with clone technology before, and the Cassadines have never been afraid to play God. Jason, Anna, and Liesl prepare to travel to Germany, unaware that Valentin and Nathan are already planning an escape. One stormy night, Steinmauer's lights flicker, and alarms blare. Valentin awakens to find his cell unlocked. Nathan stands at the door, whispering, "You don't belong here. Neither of us do." In a stunning sequence of events, the two men navigate through underground tunnels beneath the prison. Valentin questions everything, especially when they encounter guards who seem to obey Nathan's orders. "Who are you?" Valentin demands. Nathan looks back with haunted eyes. "I'm who you need me to be, and who she still loves." They escape into the night, but moments later, WSB agents arrive, furious that Subject H-47 has been released. It becomes clear, Nathan is indeed part of Project Helios, and is not supposed to exist freely. News travels fast. When Anna and Liesl return home, they learn that Valentin and Nathan have vanished. Maxie is beside herself, torn between disbelief and hope. She doesn't know whether to pray for a miracle or brace for heartbreak. Liesl, however, is convinced. She tells Maxie, with trembling certainty, "My son has always been stronger than death." Scenes between Kirsten Storms and Kathleen Gatty are rumored to be among the most emotional in recent GH history, a mixture of grief, hope, and fear. Maxie revisits Nathan's old haunts, leaving flowers at his grave, whispering, "If you're out there, come home." Meanwhile, the camera pans to a shadowy figure watching from a distance, a man with familiar eyes and a scar hidden beneath his collar. Valentin's escape from Steinmauer comes at a cost. Haunted by what is seen, he contacts Anna, begging her to meet him secretly in Switzerland. He confesses that Nathan might indeed be alive, but changed. Valentin explains that during their escape, Nathan suffered violent episodes, losing control and muttering strange phrases. "Helios burns. The sun must rise. The light kills the shadow." Valentin fears that whatever technology revived Nathan also programmed him with a mission, possibly tied to Faison's unfinished work. Anna vows to find him before it's too late. But Valentin's condition deteriorates. Exposure to experimental serums at Steinmauer has begun affecting his mind, blurring the line between reality and hallucination. His fate may intertwine with Nathan's in a way neither of them expects. In one of the most anticipated sequences in General Hospital history, Maxie finally comes face to face with Nathan. Their meeting happens in a secluded church outside Port Charles, a location reminiscent of their wedding venue. When he turns, the look in his eyes is both familiar and distant, as though the man she loved is trapped somewhere deep inside. Maxie whispers, "Nathan." He replies, softly, "Maximister." Fans will undoubtedly melt at that callback. But the tenderness quickly turns to terror as Nathan collapses, clutching his head, screaming about the fire inside. Liesl rushes to his side, realizing that his body is rejecting the Alios serum. She begs Anna to save him, but Anna warns that removing the serum might erase his memories, or kill him again. The scene ends with Maxie holding him, whispering, "You found your way back once. You can do it again." No Cassadine storyline would be complete without Helena's ghostly presence. As Valentin digs deeper into Project Alios, he uncovers that the project's original blueprint was created by Helena Cassadine herself, decades ago, as a failsafe for chosen heirs. The goal: preserve Cassadine DNA and consciousness indefinitely. It appears that Faison stole the formula through Victor and modified it for his own twisted purposes, creating hybrid programs like Nathan's revival. In short, Helena's reach continues to haunt Port Charles, and her influence may extend to other subjects the WSB hasn't yet discovered. As Nathan's condition worsens, Anna is forced to make an impossible choice: deliver him to the WSB for deactivation or trust Liesl to stabilize him using her own experimental formula. Jason warns that keeping him alive could unleash something uncontrollable, but Maxie refuses to give up. She makes a desperate plea. "He gave his life once for me. I'm not going to let him die because the world can't handle his second chance." Anna, torn between duty and compassion, decides to trust her heart and her instincts about Liesl's brilliance. Together, they begin the treatment. The final scenes are heart-stopping. Nathan flatlines, Maxie screams, Liesl sobs, and then, suddenly, his heart monitor steadies. His eyes open. He whispers, "Maxie, where's James?" He remembers. Nathan's revival changes everything in Port Charles. Max's world is turned upside down. Liesl's redemption arc begins anew, and Valentin faces both freedom and moral reckoning. The WSB, furious about the breach of Project Alios, prepares to retaliate, and whispers suggest that Nathan's return might trigger the activation of other Alios subjects, possibly including unknown Cassadine heirs or lost WSB agents. The fallout promises to ripple through GH for months. Anna must decide whether to expose the truth about Project Alios or bury it forever. Jason must choose between his loyalty to the WSB and protecting the reborn Nathan. And Valentin, forever trapped between villainy and redemption, may finally pay the price for every Cassadine secret he's ever tried to keep. If this storyline unfolds as the spoilers suggest, General Hospital fans are in for an emotional rollercoaster unlike any other. Ryan Peavy's potential return would be a seismic event, reigniting one of the show's most beloved romances and reconnecting multiple storylines through Cassadine history, WSB intrigue, and emotional legacy. Imagine Maxie and Nathan reunited. Imagine Liesl holding her son again. Imagine Valentin, haunted by the man he once betrayed, finally finding redemption through truth. And imagine, just imagine, if Helena Cassadine is watching it all from the shadows, smiling that cold, satisfied smile. Because on General Hospital, death is never final. Secrets are eternal. And the past? It always comes back to life. General Hospital spoilers. Valentin's unexpected Steinmauer visitor, Nathan swings by, isn't just a rumor. It's a whisper of the show's oldest truth. No soul, no secret, and no love ever truly dies in Port Charles. As Valentin's story twists into redemption and resurrection, as Max's heart dares to hope again, and as the shadow of Project Alios looms large, fans are reminded why GH remains the undisputed master of soap opera storytelling, the capacity to make the impossible feel heartbreakingly real. So buckle up, GH fans. The return of Nathan West might just change everything.